Howdy folks, this will be a quick demonstration of CamCopy M4. It's a video camera based plug-in I'm working on for Mach 4. Basically I got a USB pen cam here aimed at some targets. I've got just a randomly drawn shape and a knife handle and a couple of dots here to use for demonstration. And I've got a copy of Mach 4. Current version here is 4612 that I'm developing and trial running on. And CamCopy M4, it is being rewritten from a version of UCamCopy that runs as a plugin for UCCNC. But I've got a demo version for Mach 4 here to try out. Essentially, the window here gives you a control over some basic stuff for Mach 4. You've got the ability to jog, step jog, do some basic moves. And then you've got some controls over here for the camera, so you can select if you've got multiple cameras. And we'll start the camera image here. And you're given a view of either the raw camera, a mask, some edges that are detected in the view, some various processed images that are used through the image processing to get the line detections, a final view that's got some crosshairs, and you can add DROs if you like into the view so you can see where your position is. We'll turn those off for now, and we'll thin up this target line just a bit. And then a multiple view, so like while you're trying to adjust the image for a good view, it helps so that you can make adjustments and see on the fly the various stages of the image processing. But we'll just go back to this. And right now we're aimed at the edge of a knife handle. So we'll do our first demonstration with that. It is zoomed in, so the scale is quite tight. Overall, we're probably looking at about an 1/8 inch length over the knife blade handle. And I will bring up a viewer window. There it is. It's hiding behind Mach 4 on me. And we'll get rid of some stuff on here we don't need to see. And switch it to a top-down view. And just for the sake of demonstrating, I'm going to go ahead and zero the camera where it's at currently. And so I've got the edge of the object I want to scan in focus and near the crosshairs. You can see it's detecting the item there. You've got some adjustments with the mask depending on how curvy it is. You can let it look for longer lengths of the edge. I'm going to shorten it up a little bit so that it does a nice job following the curvy handle. And you've also got some control over how coarse or fine it samples the data. We'll set it to 5/1000ths of an inch for now. And so all we've got to do when we're here, everything else is set up. And we'll go over this in later videos, but just to demonstrate the functionality, I'm going to go ahead and hit start and let it start copying along the edge. And so basically what this software is doing is it is controlling Mach 4 via jogging each axis individually and then basically tracing the edge automatically based on the detections found for, right now it's set to detect edges and lines. There are a couple other detections. You can do circles or contours or other enclosed shapes and target on it for other purposes too. So here you can see up in the viewer window, it's tracing right along, giving a nice output of the edge. And this is all being recorded to either a DXF file or a CSV, comma separated value text document that you can import to various CAM software. And my machine, it's currently controlled by a CNC drive UC400. I'm looking for folks who want to test this on Mach 4 using other controllers such as a smooth stepper. But I expect it will work fine because the software, all it's doing is basically sending jog commands to Mach 4 to trace the item. So we're just about halfway around the object now. We're coming up to a couple of curves. So right now it's tracing along this arc of the finger hold. And, it should come as no surprise, the quality you get out of a scan like this, it's going to be very dependent on your camera and the image quality, your lighting, if you got a lot of shadows. If you look real close here, we're just a little bit off the edge. It's actually following along the shadows. Had I taken a little more care on the lighting, it probably would be a little bit better on the part, but at the scale it's magnified on, it's probably within 5 or 10 thousandths of error. So we're coming up to a couple of fairly small curves, and you can see it's following along those just fine. And this part being wood, it's got some fuzzy edges, but that's not throwing it off too bad. And it auto-stopped. So as you can see, it basically went around the object, and it didn't happen to just stop because it went back to 0, 0, but it stopped because it completed a loop. Had this part been somewhere else, it still would have stopped. So now we're going to go ahead and just trace one of these other objects just to kind of show its functionality a little bit. So I'm going to tell it to break the line so that it doesn't snap a line as it moves around, and you've got the jog controls over here. But here we are, we're zoomed in on another little circle. That's about a 1/4 inch diameter, just a hand-drawn circle. Just to kind of show, I'm going to grab the focus knob on the camera and tweak it just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and just let it run around that. And you can see it's capable of tracing some fairly small items. If I break the line again and just move it to the inside edge of this hand-drawn item and start it up again. And you can see it's able to grab some pretty good detail on this, and this is all being recorded at DXF. So again, this is just a demo, right? Tracing a little hand-drawn dot isn't all that useful, but give you an idea of what it'll do. And I'm going to go ahead and jog over to the knife handle again one more time and demonstrate that it can grab circles. Sitting on the edge of a hole in the knife handle, and let's say I want to grab a circle and be fairly accurate. I don't want to necessarily trace it as an edge. What else can we do? I'm going to slow this back down so I can jog a little finer. And I'm going to turn off the line detector and turn the mask off so that I can have a better clear view here of the camera. And I'm going to locate the edge, and here you've got an option to do an arc or a circle from points. I'm going to click that and it brings up a little helper window. And I'm just going to bring this into view so you can see it create the object as it goes. So I'm going to, right here I'm on the edge of a circle, I'm going to sample a point. I'm just going to move to another random spot on the circle, sample another point, and once you have at least 3 points, it's able to calculate a circle and a center, and you can drop that into the DXF. You've also got the ability to, once you find a circle, set the center point as your 0 or move to the center as well. So there you can see kind of a quick little functional demo of the software. I'm looking for folks who want to give it a test. Basically the requirement is you'd have to have a machine controlled by Mach 4 and have a USB pen microscope camera similar to this. And this isn't too fancy, it's like a 2 megapixel. The biggest thing that's good about this one is it's got an adjustable light source built into it, and it's able to achieve about 30 frames per second. So thanks for taking a look at this. So I'll post a message to the Mach 4 forum looking for folks who want to demo it out and give it a try. Thanks for watching.